These days, reality is a bummer. Everyone is looking for a way to escape reality. Now, you might recognize that line from somewhere. It's from a famous movie called Ready Player One. But today, I'm not going to be talking about any works of fiction. I'll be talking about virtual and augmented reality. On February 2nd this year, Apple released this brand new VR headset called the Apple Vision Pro. For any of you who might not know, it's a VR headset that allows you to have digital content in your physical space. I mean, it's been all over the internet. So unless you've been living under a rock, you've probably heard about it. It's known not just for its $3,500 price tag, but that those who've worn it say it's quite literally magic. So this got me wondering, if we have this in 2024 already, what can we expect for the future and what dangers might pose to us as humanity? But first, let's take a look at why people would wear VR headsets, and Ready Player One depicts that incredibly well. It shows a world where everyone is trying to escape their lives by living inside this virtual universe called the OASIS. Now what's special about the OASIS is that within the OASIS, you can be anything you want. From perfected versions of yourselves to video game characters, if you can imagine it, you can be it. And that's precisely the reason why people wear VR headsets. It's to escape reality. Because in virtual reality, you can be anything you want. Now, let's imagine the sky, way in the distant future. It could be any of your grandkids. Now, this guy is your average Joe. He goes to work at 9, comes back at 5, cooks dinner, watches football, whatever he does. Now, Joe is not a very particularly happy person. He doesn't enjoy his job, he's not in good shape, he's struggling to pay rent. Then Apple releases a new product. Now Joe, just like any other average Joe, goes and buys this new product. Now this new product is a pair of augmented reality lenses. For the sake of the story, I came up with a random name, the Apple Lens Pro. Now the Apple Lens Pro is just overall better than the Vision Pro. It's so much more lightweight, has a longer battery life, it's just better in every aspect. Now these lenses make Joe's life so much better and so much more fulfilling. Everyday boring activities like going grocery shopping, brushing his teeth, cleaning the house becomes full of entertainment and interactive experiences. Now Joe would wear these contact lenses 24/7. He would only take them off just before he went to sleep and would put them back on as soon as he woke up. Fast forward a few years, thanks to the advancement of medical technologies, Joe is now 123 years old, yet he looks like your average 40-year-old man. Then Apple releases another product. But this time, it's not really a device. It's a procedure that modifies the retina of the human eye to have the Apple Lens Pro directly embedded into the user. I mean, it's great. The OASIS has come to life. Yet, it's even better. There's no bulky headsets or bulky suits. It's just you and your eye. Yet, this brings a terrifying reality. In a world where digital experiences can be indistinguishable from reality, those who control perceptions, control the truth, they control everything. Firstly, we have to recognize that even though that anything happens in virtual reality is not real, us humans rely on our sensory experiences to determine what's right and what's wrong. So if someone can control that, they control our perceptions, they control our minds, and they control everything. Within 24 hours of the Apple Vision Pro's release, an MIT student already hacked it. Like, 24 hours, that's less than the time it took me to memorize this speech. Seriously, couldn't have Apple done a few more checkups, like perhaps make a "did we make it hack-proof" checklist? This raises a legitimate question. How much effort are these companies really putting into security and safety? Because AR and VR aren't just regular iPhones. They're devices that integrate so deeply within our sensory experiences. Scammers can use these technologies to deceive us, to create false realities specifically designed to trick and frighten us. And in the future, virtual reality will be so real that we won't be able to distinguish the difference. How do we even begin to defend against something that manipulates what we see and what we hear? How do we even begin to detect them in the first place? Let's not wait for the crisis to occur before actually taking action. But really, I'm no Elon Musk. I can think of a definitive solution. For any of you in the audience who might not know me that well, I'm a programmer. And for anyone who does programming, we all know that no matter how many times you've checked your code, there will always be some little thing you've missed. You can never avoid that. So I came up with 3 simple solutions that could perhaps minimize the amount of errors and security leaks associated with these technologies. The first solution is, instead of having your iPhone verify identity the moment you open it, we should have these VR devices constantly and continuously check our identity, perhaps by analyzing the specific way we move our head or our activities in the digital universe. A second solution is we should prohibit any sorts of modifications to our human body. That's for 2 main reasons. The first reason is if we modify our body, this prevents any sorts of advancement in that specific area without damaging our bodies. Technology that is cutting edge today could be very well outdated tomorrow. The second reason is this leads to undetectable and unprecedented amounts of surveillance. Then the third and final solution is before a device is released into the public, we should have a period of time where individuals and hackers are allowed to try penetrate the device for a sum of money to perhaps identify any sorts of before undetected leaks. But really, all 3 of these solutions are just hypothetical. We don't know unless it's put in place. But the best solution is to inform the users. If we can inform people about the risks and dangers associated with AR and VR technologies, more people will be increasingly aware. They'll have second thoughts before believing everything they see online. But really, AR and VR might be great, yet our true reality holds greater value. Yes, these technologies can give us a little break from our tiring lives, but the problems you leave behind don't just disappear. You can go anywhere in an instant, yet you'll feel lost. You can know anything in under milliseconds, yet you'll still feel numb. You can have millions of friends, yet you'll still feel isolated and lonely. Trying to escape reality will only just dilute your character and your feelings. No computer or algorithm can truly replicate the richness of human interaction. It's the basic warmth of human touch, the feeling of spending time with the one you love. It's just the feeling of being in the moment that makes life truly wonderful and truly unique. It's this authentic, unmediated connection with our individuals that make life different from virtual reality. So, in the pursuit of living fully, I realized, just like Wade Watts said, that as terrifying and as painful as reality can be, it is the only place where you can find true happiness because reality is real. Thank you.